Let's get some instant analysis now. Gardiner, former foreign policy advisor, British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. Welcome to our program. You've got war raging in Eastern Europe, and now you've got this news. Just frame it for us. What does it mean today?
Well, many thanks, Bill and Dana, for having me on the show today. And what an extraordinary few days in British politics. And, without a doubt, I think Boris Johnson's departure leaves some big question marks on the international stage. Also, the issue of British leadership with regard to the war in Ukraine. And Boris Johnson has been an outstanding figure, standing up to Vladimir Putin over his barbaric and savage invasion of Ukraine. And so with Boris Johnson departing the world stage, there are questions now about the future of British leadership in the Brexit era. And my hope is that he will be replaced by a robust Prime Minister who's willing to lead Britain in a very strong fashion, standing up to the likes of Communist China, Vladimir Putin's Russia, and also, of course, the Iranian regime as well. But I do think it's a sad moment, actually, with the departure of Boris Johnson. He is a figure who I've met on a number of occasions. I think he will be remembered as the man who delivered Brexit, who freed Britain from the shackles of the European Union. So his place in history is guaranteed. But without a doubt, there's a great deal of uncertainty now with regard to Britain's future. There's also the threat, of course, that the far left could take power in Britain if there's an early general election. So there's also a sense of foreboding in London at this time.
Piers Morgan was on earlier today, and he was just talking about the chaos that this all is leading to. Let's listen to him here.
Sir Keir Starmer, who runs the Labour Party, we are waiting to hear any day now from Durham police force about whether he will get fined for having a lockdown-breaking beer and pizza party, or a curry, I think it was. And if he does get fined, he's already made a pledge that he will immediately resign. So we could have, at the precise moment you would think an opposition leader would be getting the champagne out, he might also have to resign. So we are now into complete chaos.
So, Nile, can you explain to our viewers why people in America should be paying attention to this? Why do we care? Why would it make a difference to what we're trying to do in the world?
Well, I think the United Kingdom, what happens over there, really matters for U.S. interests. After all, Great Britain is the closest friend and ally of the United States on the world stage. And so, Boris Johnson has been a huge figure on the global stage over the course of the last few years or so. His exit, certainly, I think, is very, very significant for the United States. There have been very significant tensions, actually, between Boris Johnson and Joe Biden on a number of fronts. I think a new Prime Minister certainly will be entering a sort of new era for Britain in the Brexit era. But it's important that we have a very strong US-UK special relationship, but a relationship that's based upon, I think, as well, US respect for Brexit. And so far, Joe Biden has not demonstrated a great deal of respect for Brexit overall. He's been very difficult, for example, on the Northern Ireland Protocol issue. And I think a new Prime Minister must stand up, actually, to Joe Biden on a number of fronts and advance, clear British agenda in the Brexit era. But the US-UK special relationship is absolutely vital for the future of the free world. The world is a far better and safer place when the US and UK work together. But we do need to see the White House, I think, adopting, a far more positive tone and approach towards Brexit Britain. And I hope that we have a very strong, robust Brexiteer in Downing Street to take over from Boris Johnson, someone who is really going to advance very proactive, robust British leadership in the Brexit era.
Nile, thank you so much.
A lot to think about. Johnson had some words on the way out, including the herd instinct is powerful. He found that out firsthand. Thank you for your time and your analysis. Nile Gardiner.